Do you crave adventure? Does the idea of exploring uncharted territory set your soul on fire? Well, buckle up, because today we are venturing into the heart of danger. We're talking about places where Mother Nature throws her toughest challenges at you. Places where one wrong step could be your last. But hey, danger is just another word for excitement, right? We are diving headfirst into a dozen of the world's most thrilling and, yes, a little bit terrifying travel destinations. These spots are not for the faint of heart, but for those who seek unique experiences and a healthy dose of adrenaline. This is the ultimate travel itinerary. So let's jump right in. First up, we're heading to the Horn of Africa, to a place that looks like it belongs on another planet, the Danakil Depression. Imagine a landscape scorched by the sun, where the ground cracks open with the heat, and the air itself feels like it could melt your face off. This, my friends, is one of the hottest and driest places on Earth. We're talking temperatures that regularly soar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit, enough to bake bread on your dashboard. But the heat isn't the only thing you have to worry about here. The Danakil Depression is also home to active volcanoes, bubbling lava lakes, and geysers that spew out toxic gases. It's a geological wonderland, but one wrong step could send you tumbling into a boiling pit of sulfuric acid. Trust me, you don't want to be caught slipping in this place. But for those who dare to venture here, the Danakil Depression offers a glimpse into the raw, untamed power of our planet. Next, we're setting sail for an island that's enough to make even the bravest souls think twice. Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island. Just off the coast of Brazil, this place is the stuff of nightmares, literally crawling with venomous snakes. We're not talking about your average garden variety snakes either. This island is home to the golden lancehead viper, one of the deadliest snakes on the planet. Its venom is so potent it can melt human flesh, and these guys aren't exactly shy. They rule this island and they're not afraid to protect their turf. The Brazilian government has declared Snake Island off limits to the public for a reason, but hey, there's always drone footage, right? And trust me, even from a distance, this island will send chills down your spine. From the slithering dangers of Snake Island, we now trek to a place where the danger comes not from fangs and venom, but from the unforgiving terrain and the shadows that lurk within it. The Darien Gap. Imagine a dense, impenetrable jungle, stretching for miles and miles, where the air is thick with humidity, and the only sounds are the calls of exotic birds and the rustling of unseen creatures. This is the Darien Gap, a 100-mile stretch of wilderness that forms a break in the Pan-American Highway, separating South America from Central America. The Darien Gap is not for the faint of heart. It's a lawless wilderness, rife with drug traffickers, armed bandits, and venomous creatures of all shapes and sizes. But for those brave enough to attempt it, crossing the Darien Gap is an epic adventure. Just remember, this is not a journey to be taken lightly. Chapter 4, Mount Washington. Battling the fury of the wind. We're leaving the sweltering jungles behind and heading north to the chilly peaks of the northeastern United States. Our destination, Mount Washington, a deceptively beautiful mountain that packs a punch far greater than its size might suggest. Mount Washington holds the world record for the fastest wind speed ever recorded on the surface of the Earth, a mind-blowing 231 miles per hour. That's hurricane-force wind, folks, and it can hit you without warning, but the wind is only part of the challenge. Conquering Mount Washington is a badge of honor amongst hikers and climbers. Chapter 5, Pripyat, a haunting reminder of our past. Our next destination takes us to a place frozen in time, a chilling reminder of the devastating consequences of human error. Pripyat, Ukraine, the ghost city forever linked to the Chernobyl disaster. Imagine a city completely abandoned, its buildings crumbling, its streets overgrown with weeds, its amusement park standing silent and eerie. This is Pripyat, a city that was once home to 50,000 people, all forced to flee in the wake of the 1986 Chernobyl nuclear disaster. Today, Pripyat stands as a stark monument to the devastating power of radiation. Visiting Pripyat is like stepping into a post-apocalyptic world. It's a reminder of the fragility of human life and the long-lasting impact of our actions. Chapter 6. Oymyakon, where the cold bites deep. Fasten your parkas and prepare for the extreme, because we're heading to one of the coldest inhabited places on Earth. Oymyakon, Russia, a village in Siberia where winter is not a season, it's a way of life. Here, the sun barely peaks above the horizon during the winter months, and the air itself seems to crackle with cold. We're talking temperatures that can plunge to a mind-numbing -89 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to freeze your eyelashes together. Everyday life in Oymyakon is a constant battle against the elements, but the people of Oymyakon are tough, resilient, and used to the cold. Visiting Oymyakon is not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to brave the cold. It's an experience unlike any other. From the frozen wastelands of Siberia, we journey to a place where the desert meets the sea in a dramatic clash of elements, the skeleton coast of Namibia. This desolate stretch of coastline is as beautiful as it is unforgiving, a testament to the raw power of nature. Imagine towering sand dunes, sculpted by the wind into ever-changing shapes, stretching as far as the eye can see. And along the shore, the rusted hulks of shipwrecks stand like skeletal sentinels, a stark reminder of the treacherous currents and unexpected fogs that have claimed countless vessels over the centuries. The Skeleton Coast is a harsh and unforgiving environment, but for those who venture here, the Skeleton Coast offers a unique and unforgettable experience. Our journey takes a somber turn as we travel to La Oroya, Peru, a city grappling with the devastating consequences of industrial pollution. Nestled high in the Andes Mountains, La Oroya was once a bustling mining town, but its legacy has been tarnished by the heavy toll its industries have taken on the environment and the health of its people. The air in La Oroya hangs heavy with the stench of sulfur, a constant reminder of the nearby smelter that has been spewing toxic fumes into the atmosphere for decades. The surrounding mountains, once lush and green, are now barren and scarred, stripped bare by acid rain. The health effects of the pollution are undeniable. Despite the challenges, the people of La Oroya remain resilient, fighting for a cleaner, healthier future for themselves and their children. We leave the pollution-choked city behind and head to the Emerald Isle, to a place where the raw beauty of nature takes your breath away, the cliffs of Moher in Ireland. Rising majestically from the wild Atlantic Ocean, these sheer cliffs stretch for 5 miles along the western coast of Ireland, a dramatic spectacle that has captivated visitors for centuries. Imagine standing on the edge of a precipice, the wind whipping your hair, the vast expanse of the ocean stretching out before you, and the sound of crashing waves echoing in your ears. The cliffs of Moher are a sight to behold, a testament to the raw power and beauty of nature, but their beauty is matched by their danger. Despite the risks, people flock to the cliffs of Moher each year to marvel at their beauty. Chapter 10. Death Valley, Scorched Earth and Soaring Temperatures. From the Emerald Cliffs of Ireland, we journey to a land of extremes where the sun beats down relentlessly and the very air shimmers with heat. Death Valley National Park in California and Nevada. Don't let the name scare you off entirely. While this sprawling desert landscape is unforgiving, it's also strikingly beautiful in its own right. Imagine a vast expanse of salt flats baked white by the sun, stretching out to meet rugged mountains in the distance. This is Death Valley, a place of extremes where life clings to existence in the face of scorching temperatures and relentless sun. But Death Valley is more than just a desolate wasteland. For those who take the necessary precautions, Death Valley offers a unique and unforgettable experience. Chapter 11. Lake Natron, Beauty and Brutality in Perfect Harmony. Our next stop takes us to a place where beauty and danger exist in a delicate balance. Lake Natron in Tanzania. This alkaline lake, nestled in the heart of the East African Rift Valley, is as captivating as it is unforgiving. Imagine a vast expanse of water, tinted a vibrant shade of red by the presence of salt-loving microorganisms. Lake Natron is a place of stark contrasts. Its waters, while deadly to many creatures, provide a haven for flocks of flamingos. Their pink plumage a striking contrast against the red water, but Lake Natron's beauty is not to be underestimated. Visiting Lake Natron is a journey into the heart of a primal landscape, a place where the forces of nature are on full display. Chapter 12. North Sentinel Island, Forbidden Territory. Our final destination takes us to one of the most remote and inaccessible places on Earth. North Sentinel Island, a small island in the Bay of Bengal that is home to the Sentinelese, one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world. Shrouded in mystery and fiercely protected by its inhabitants, North Sentinel Island is a stark reminder that there are still places on our planet that remain largely unexplored and untouched by modern civilization. Imagine a pristine island fringed by coral reefs and covered in dense rainforest. The Sentinelese people, who have lived in isolation for centuries, are deeply protective of their home and have made it abundantly clear that they want no contact with the outside world. Attempts to make contact with the Sentinelese have been met with hostility. The Indian government, recognizing the Sentinelese's right to live undisturbed, has declared a 3-mile exclusion zone around the island. North Sentinel Island stands as a powerful symbol of the importance of respecting cultural diversity and the right of indigenous peoples to self-determination. So, there you have it, a dozen of the world's most dangerous travel destinations. From scorching deserts and frozen wastelands to venomous islands and radioactive cities, we've explored some of the most extreme environments our planet has to offer. While these places offer thrilling adventures, they also come with significant risks. It is essential to be prepared, respect the environment, and prioritize safety. Where will your next adventure take you? Be sure to check out our other videos here on retirement retreats for inspiration.